twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were still gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Madison, that was absolutely fantastic. With the flyover, timing was perfect. Ron Miller on the honor guard, you guys are the best in the business. That honor guard is combined color guard, which includes American Legion Post 225, as well as the VFW Post 4210. God bless those guys. Thank you for everything you do. What do we have, Jimmy?
Looks like we got some Model Ts coming here. Model T Ford trucks driven by Chuck Werner and Sam Husnick. Cheers to 100 years.
Sam and Sandy Husnick, again, more people in our community that volunteer, that give, been here for a long time, do a ton of things to help people. Look at the Model Ts. I mean, that's kind of that's as cool as you get in a parade right
Did you
there.
see all the stickers from the car shows on the inside there too?
I didn't know. I see them now on the back.
Yep. Washington County Sheriff, everybody.
Washington County Sheriff Dan Starry and his team of 285 employees provide the county with law enforcement services such as emergency communications, investigations, emergency management, the county jail. They also patrol many trails, community parks, and waterways. Washington County wants to thank the community of Forest Lake for all of the support over the years.
Here's right up your alley.
Yeah,
This is it right here.
So my wife and I were a part of the Legion Riders for a long time. She was the treasurer and I was a chaplain. These guys are going to be loud, I hope.
Here we go.
It doesn't get better than that. The Legion Riders are a faction of the Legion, so there are many factions to the American Legion. The Auxiliary, the Sons, the 40 and 8, and again, the Legion Riders. The Riders do a ton of charity events, raise money for the American Legion and veterans in our community. How about Forest Lake Fire?
Here comes
Brand
Forest Lake Fire.
new truck. Our fire chief, Al Newman, grew up, born and raised in Forest Lake, lived here his whole life. We actually have a Dalmatian.
I was going to say, we have a Dalmatian? Like,
That's legit. You're not a legit fire department unless you have a Dalmatian.
okay, so Bruce Whiteman, remember Bruce?
Of course I remember Bruce.
So they had a Dalmatian. So I guess it all makes sense. Maybe they have to have a Dalmatian because Bruce had one.
Well, let me ask a question. How many fire departments don't have a Dalmatian? And then in turn, are they not actually fire departments?
I would say you're not a fire department then.
All right, I kind of agree. What's really neat about this event every year is we get communities from all over the state that bring their fire trucks and their equipment here. We go as far as Cottage Grove a lot of times, which is unbelievable. When you look at all these units, most of these people are volunteers, which also lends to, again, the community feel. Everybody's here on their own accord. I mean,
Another flyover.
I've got to wait a second before I keep talking. That's another blessing for our community. Every year we have that flyover. There's nothing that says, I hate to say this cliche, but there's nothing that says America more than a flyover.
There's nothing that's another one of my memories too, is if you were a little late to the parade and you saw the planes coming over, You knew you were late
Yeah,
because it was
automatic.
starting.
You
You're
got to
like,
pedal
automatic,
faster, man.
yes.
You got to pedal that bike faster. I remember riding my bike throughout town, all the festivities, all the action. I think I had like, I don't know, probably 30-some plastic swords over the years. I don't even know if those are a thing anymore.
Plastic swords.
Kids don't care, man. They have phones.
What?
They don't need plastic swords.
Man, does Forest Lake seriously have the best fire department?
Look at this.
this.
You got an airboat?
Got the rescue boat. Look
The
at that.
airboat is money. Look at that thing.
I could see your dad on that thing.
I think they should fire it up right now, and
Let it
everybody
go.
behind them just gets blasted. Oh, hello, Sarah. How
You're
are
in
you?
trouble now.
That's Shawnee. Good to see you as always. It's a show of force. So here's what's funny. I talked to our fire chief, Al Newman, who
Not former
not
Minnesota
former
Twins
Twins player
Yep.
Al Newman. Although they share a physique, they are not the same individual. And Al said they try to limit the number of units that each fire station brings.
Sure looks like it.
And I'm like, wait, you limit the number of units to what, 40?
This is like at Christmas when we all look at each other and we go, well, we're cutting back this year.
Yeah.
You know, Forest Lake was like, we're only going to put 20 things in the parade.
Well, it's everybody. So I talked to Zach Reed, who's the fire chief in Chisago, and he said he's not listening to that. And Chisago's coming in full force too. That's what he told me.
Do you think this is maybe like, you know, it's like who can bring the biggest force now?
You know what? Honestly, that would be cool. But the problem is, what if your house is on fire?
Well, I was just going to say, I always think about this. I'm like, okay, if there's a fire, what happens today?
Do you
I
send
mean,
everybody? Like
yes.
everybody's units just run down to one fire and it's out in
What
3.5
is Cottage
minutes?
Grove doing? They're like, why are people up in Forest Lake?
It's incredible. Wyoming fire. What's this thing, man? This is a-
Wyoming fire cut back this year. They're like, we're
Well, but
bringing
they-
one.
Look at this is a grass fire unit. Look at this thing.
Yeah, they brought a badass one, they said.
Wow.
Look at the wheels on that. That looks like your truck or something.
Look at that thing.
That's the grass one. Grass
It
fire.
doesn't matter. Swamps, grass.
Yep, we got the Bangbirds behind me back there. So make sure you let Julie know welcome here at the 4th of July Parade.
Well, Julie's the only Pangburn that I happen to like, Zach. So that's Zach Reed, the Chisago Lakes fire chief, who told me personally that when they were told they were limited to only 1 or 2 units, he said, I'm not doing that. So God bless Zach and the Chisago City Fire Department. Even the Pangburns.
Okay, that's the first time that has ever happened, that somebody has talked to us from inside of an EMS vehicle.
Talk back to us.
Yes, and you know what? I encourage that. That should be the norm. They
I
should be
actually
saying
agree.
hi to the crowd.
Yeah, I only like people that talk back to me. Look at this. I mean, if you live in Chisago and your house is on fire, you got to wait at least a half hour.
I'd call the insurance company.
You're done. You're out of luck. You're out of luck.
They're still coming. Yeah, they're.
Zach literally said, he goes, I'm not listening to that. We're bringing a bunch of units. Zach, and I've got to say personally,
Yeah.
a shout out to the Chisago City Fire Department. My plant, my shop, we have had a fire or two, and I've seen firsthand exactly what they're capable of doing, and they do fine work. Don't run out in front of this truck, the E12. Don't run out in front of that truck, because that guy, I don't trust him driving a pickup truck, let alone a giant fire truck. Although the rest of his family's spectacular. Hi, Julie.
They got the parade wave down.
They do. Look
Yep.
at all 3
Yep.
girls have the parade wave. Nice work. Wow. Jessica, your parade wave's the best. Sorry.
It's just noisy right now. It is full on
It's-
parade.
I can't even announce that it's Linwood Fire because they're too loud.
And followed up by Linwood Fire, we got Hugo Fire rolling through. It's a full-on competition of which fire department is the loudest. Hugo is the front runner right now.
We've talked about this before, Jimmy, but how much money is rolling through the street right now?
A lot of tax dollars. A lot of tax
There's
dollars.
a couple.
But good served tax dollars.
Lino Fire, always a staple in our parade. Followed by Scandia. I mean, we're not missing anybody, are we? This is
Not
basically
at
all of
all.
our surrounding communities. They got a dance party inside. All right,
You got M Health Fairview coming
The-
through here.
it's quieted down a little bit. M Health Fairview, they provide a presence in this parade every single year. They're always a good supporter of the 4th of July celebration. That looks like a brand new EMS unit.
That's a new rig.
I haven't seen one
Can
of
they
those yet.
talk to us from inside the rig, though?
I'm sure they can. I'm sure there is a loudspeaker.
You would think.
Oh, he's grabbing it right now. He's just going to be a little late. It's going to be past us already.
Stacy Lent, Fire Department.
Again, every year, Jimmy.
Where's Lent?
Every-
That's what
Is
I
it-
think
is
every
it-
year.
Isn't Lent a time of the year? It's also a town.
I've always, one of these days, I might do it today. I might go out of my way and drive through Lent.
I think you should, because they're big supporters of our parade
Yes,
every
and
year.
I'm going to call you and I'm going to go, I'm in Lent.
I think you should make a point. Bring a mic.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go now?
I'll do the wireless.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get up there.
Take the wireless mic. You can leave now. American Legion, Post 225, our auxiliary president, Judy Hanna.
There's
Thank
Judy.
you, Judy. Judy, where's your parade wave? Parade wave.
Oh, there, yeah.
All right,
But
that's
she was
pretty
like
good. Both-
insulted
both
by that at
hands.
first.
Here's our grand marshals. How about this? Paul and Diane Parento, our grand marshals in the beautiful
Horse-drawn carriage.
horse-drawn carriage. Look at that. Wow. That actually,
horse.
I haven't seen that. I don't know if I've seen that before.
I've never seen that in the Forest Lake Parade.
Fantastic. Look at Pat Silovich, our Post 225 commander, our honorary grand marshal, Mac. Mac's on the bike with the Legion Riders, so Mac's not even in the unit, but another, again, staple of our community, Pat and Mac. They're here volunteering, I don't know how many hours, probably more than a normal job, probably more than 40 hours a week. Thanks to them. Our Forest Lake Mayor, Mara Bain. Jimmy, what's Mara's quote for this year? She
So
has a
Mara
quote
had a
every year.
quote, welcome to the best place to be on the 4th, and here's to another 100 years. What says it better than that?
Thank you, Mara, for everything you do for Forest Lake, and we love your quotes every single year.
Does that IROC make any noise at all? Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit.
That sounds like stock exhaust to me. I don't know if you do that on an IROC. Paul Hassing, our American Legion Department commander. Dave in the super clean Chevy Cavalier convertible,
That
straight
Cavalier
from
might
Florida.
make more noise than the IROC.
That was my childhood right there. Look at that thing.
Oh, that thing's sweet.
John Weiss, our SAL commander.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the Willies right there.
Yep.
For all the Jeep guys out there.
That's a 41.
1941. So I got a 2020, and that's a 41. I don't know. I'll
Which
maybe
one's
trade 'em.
cooler?
I don't know. You rode mine.
Yep. Jody Hassing, our Legion Department, American Legion Riders Director. Hi, Jody.
Working on a parade wave.
Jody decided to be in a Jeep and not on a bike.
I'd pick the Jeep.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you could fit more people on
Yeah,
it.
no, you can't. Our 3rd District, Sons of the American Legion Commander, David Aaron. Thank you so much, guys. Wendy, thanks for everything you do for the parade. Our Minnesota 40 and 8, our Grand Chef de Gare, Gary Miller, and our 3rd District Commander, Rod Reefsteck. I want to know who's got all the vehicles. These things are sweet. Somebody's got a stash of these things sitting around in a barn somewhere, and they bring them out once a year. How lucky are we?
What do you think the price of the gas is to fill up one of those rigs?
Nobody cares. It's the parade. Our Legion Department Auxiliary President, Sharon Gross, and our 40 and 8 Grand La Presidente, Sharon Barnes. The Sharons sharing a Jeep. One Sharon is S-H-A-A-R-O-N, and one is S-H-A-R-O-N. I had to make a point.
Here we got Dan's Towing and Recovery. Dan's has been serving the Forest Lake area since 1959. Look at those rigs. You get stuck, I think, or you got a big rig.
Let's take it back a ways, Jimmy. Dan Bothman, who started Dan's
Yeah.
Towing, his dad, Harold, had an auto shop that happens to be almost attached to the Legion right around the corner.
Rock's throw from here.
And Harold was there for years and years and years. They have been in this community forever. What's next? What do we have?
Looks like we got the Forest Lake Ranger Marching Band coming up here. The Forest Lake Ranger Marching Band is our hometown band. This year's band has nearly 100 students in grades from 7 to 12, Forest Lake area middle school and high school. Band director Jake Mathieson, along with coaching staff Katie DuBois, Melissa McGrath, Kimmer Sullivan, Joe Condon are excited to be here. The band works teamwork, leadership, responsibility for band students. Let's listen to them play a little music and have a little fun. How about that? Let's give it up for the Forest Lake Ranger Marching Band. And let's thank the Hallberg Family Foundation for their support of the marching band. Maddie, I heard something in there that I haven't heard before when I've seen the Forest Lake Marching Band.
I know what you're going to say. Just
There
do
was
it.
like
you
a-
should do it. Do it.
F-O-R-E-S-T-L-A-K-E. Was it Skull Rangers?
I'm not sure. It sounded like Skull Rangers or Let's Go Rangers. Just
I like that.
slurred.
That's a
Let's
great-
Go Rangers or
That's
Skull
a great.
Rangers,
That's
but I
a
like
great
it.
addition.
Is that our superintendent that I saw running? Steve Massey running alongside the Forest Lake area schools. Forest Lake area schools prides itself on providing our students with a high quality, well-rounded education. Our outstanding staff puts students first. We truly are the place to be. We are proud to be part of the Forest Lake area communities, and we are proud to be Rangers. Go Rangers.
And if you need a better example of what Forest Lake area schools can do, right here.
Oh,
Right here.
Don't use me as the example.
Right.
You can use yourself. You lettered in choir.
Choir, speech, and theater. Imagine
I
that.
lettered in not doing homework. You lettered in choir.
You lettered in
Dr.
Pittsburgh.
Massey, our superintendent.
What's going on, Massey? Good to see ya.
Neil Fox,
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
our resident.
Oh.
What's up,
going on,
Foxy?
big dog?
Our resident
Yes, Foxy's
basketball
got some-
legend.
He's got some pencils
Hey,
for us
speaking
here.
of announcing, your son's doing a fine job
Oh,
on
yeah.
K-Fan, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah, Parker.
And if I close my eyes, Neil, he sounds just like you, which is the most frightening part about it. He sounds exactly like you. Forest Lake area schools, man. I mean, what's cool about what they do is they have a huge showing here every year. You get students, you get a ton of faculty, principals, administration, mascot. I mean,
Oh,
come
look at
on.
the mascot. How about a little dance from the mascot? Here we go.
Yeah, let's go work it
Go
out.
Rangers. Go Rangers. Oh!
Whoa,
That's-
Just
that's-
turn it up a notch,
That's
dude.
your move.
That is not my move. I'm old. I have no moves.
Neil got us here. We got plenty. There might be a 80-year-old man in that mascot.
You never know who's
Nobody
in
has
that.
ever done that
That's
move.
a
above.
great question. Who is in that mascot suit? The
Little Ranger Roadster.
Look at this.
Engaging people, enriching lives.
Do they teach out of this thing? Like, what exactly is it used for? You do. So you travel around in this, and you teach out of the motorhome. Give me half a second. Come back here. Oh,
boy.
she's got to find the director. No.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the director's coming.
Okay. Let's make it quick.
I want to know real quick.
Here, I'll run
running.
down here, Maddie.
I want to know what you do out of the motorhome.
We have ECFE and preschool type classes that we go around the community. So we have multiple stops. You can go on Community Ed on the website and see all the locations.
That's fantastic. I've always wondered what that was for, and now I have an answer. What do we got? Junk removal, property cleanouts, gave us a golf cart. We have the 50-50 raffle in the golf cart right now. Anybody wants to get in on the 50-50 raffle, now is the time. Throw in the money and you win 50% of whatever the total pot is. Get your dollars out.
And then that's the perfect float, because then the ones that don't win, they'll remove them and throw them away.
That's right. They're junk removal.
It's the perfect float.
So what about the Muskie family?
We
And
got the Muskie Team Real Estate, been your local waterfront real estate experts for 30 years, helping buyers and sellers navigate their waterfront goals with a vast knowledge of the local lakes, rivers, and streams. Don't mess around with the little fish. Get a muskie
Wow.
on the line.
Bobby,
Bob.
I love get a muskie.
Get
on
a
the line.
muskie on
I
the
gotta
line.
call Bobby Muskie. That's the only muskie I would ever get on the line. Is you. Good to see you, buddy. Happy 4th. It's the once a year. Truthfully, everybody at the Muskie team, on the Muskie team, is fantastic. I've known Bobby for years. You won't find a better, more honest
They
person.
got the candy front covered too. Look at the candy.
So every year I get scared of this. The Kyoshi Ryu Karate Academy, they've been teaching martial arts in the Lakes area for 25 years. Using traditional training methods, they help kids, adults, and families develop discipline, focus, and respect. They help
Oh, here
you
we
grow.
go, Maddie. Let's give it up.
Wow.
Spotting some black belts in there too, Maddie. So
I don't want to be in the receiving end of that. I'm out. Every year they're in the parade. They do a great job. I love seeing that you've got kids to adults all in the program together. What do we got next? I hear some tunes, Jimmy.
Looks like the
I hear
Dance
some
Factory.
music.
The Dance Factory offers dance, tumbling, and cheer classes for ages 2 to adult. Oh, you could do it. Come join our family-friendly studio. Summer classes begin on Monday, July 5th.
Do I have to have rhythm? That's my question. I do. I was just wondering if you had to for somebody else. All right. So anybody, even if you don't have rhythm, you can join the Dance Factory.
Let's get your dad set up there.
Dude, you don't want that. You don't want that smoke. I see some parents, but I don't see the parents dancing.
Not a lot of dancing out
The
of the
parents should be dancing also. I think that's a prerequisite if you're going to be in the parade. You got to be, you got to be
Okay,
part.
there we go.
You got to be, you got to be part of the dance crew.
All right.
I didn't see that coming.
No, didn't see it coming either. How about the Isani Rodeo Association? The 48th annual Isani Firefighters Professional Rodeo will take place Friday and Saturday, July 12th and 13th in Isani. Events start at 6:30 p.m. both nights with live music, rodeo performances. Come and join us. We are still the most fun you can have with your boots on.
Oh, okay.
Heyo.
Well, I think that's up for debate,
Heyo.
but I like the tagline.
Do you
If-
own any boots?
I do. I own quite a
Cowboy
few
boots?
pairs. Yeah.
I've never
I have
seen
2
that.
pairs of cowboy boots. Well, when I rode motorcycles for years and years, that's
Okay.
typically what I wore.
Yeah.
But if you've never been to a rodeo, it actually is
Unbelievable.
incredible. It's incredible.
Unbelievable. I have been to that one too.
Yep, and a
it's
blast.
fantastic.
What about Jimmy John's? Jimmy John's Freaky Fast, locally owned franchise with offices in New Brighton. They're your best option for last-minute catering. Always hiring rock stars. I like that. In addition to sponsoring the Forest Lake teams and youth groups and giving back to the community, Jimmy John's is feeding the volunteers for the events.
There's not one that has gotten in here yet.
They're feeding the bang, let's go. They're feeding the roofs of the volunteers. Ooh, jalapeno, my favorite. I'm going to eat those later.
So here's another thing, locally owned. When you look around at a lot of these businesses in town here, they're franchises that are locally owned. My dad owned the Arby's in town for 20 years.
Yep.
And here's what goes into that. They're paying property taxes in the local area. That goes to help our police. That goes to help our EMS and fire and everything. And so it's not just a big corporation. They're locally owned people that live in the community.
It's a great point. When you think you're going to a chain,
Exactly.
who owns that chain?
Exactly.
And your case in point, I mean, you're born and raised here. You grew up here. Your dad owned the Arby's. That wasn't necessarily a large franchise store. That was an individual business owner. Forest Lake Lions Club. The Forest Lake Lions Club has been serving local needs in Forest Lake for over 60 years, and in recent years has provided nearly $200,000 per year to local projects and needs. Donations go to places like the YMCA, Canvas Help, school teachers and programs, police and fire, Lakes area youth, tree planting, etc. Give it up for the Lions Club.
Check out the golf carts too, by the way. Those are amazing.
Yeah, that one on the right, man.
Yeah, I'm all about that one. It's kind of jacked up a little bit.
Looks like your Jeep, about the same size.
And it does.
We're just gonna wait until they pass because these guys are too good.
Yeah, let's listen.
The Zura Shrine Band has been part of the Minneapolis Shrine since 1914.
110 years.
That's more than this celebration,
110.
man. They participate in summertime city celebrations, and they love sharing their music. What do we have next?
Here comes the Forest Lake Rotary Club. Forest Lake Rotary People in Action. The Forest Lake Rotary Club was chartered May 4th, 1984. Going to be their 40th year. They're passionate about the community of Forest Lake. Would love to meet you and learn more about the Forest Lake Rotary Club. Visit forestlakerotary.org.
40 years
A lot of bubbles.
for the Forest Lake Rotary Club.
A lot of bubbles.
And I'm guessing, this is just a guess, but I would bet they've been in the parade for most, if not all, of those 40 years.
I would say 39 years, I'm guessing they've been in the parade.
You're going to go 39. I'm going to take the under.
Okay.
I think
They
it's
maybe
38.
missed a couple.
I'm going to take the under, but I think it's basically 40.
They ran out of bubbles one year. They
ran
couldn't
out
make
of-
it.
They ran out of bubbles. That's exactly right. Flyaway Gymnastics, located in Forest Lake. So Flyaway, they teach over 500 gymnasts. That's incredible. Part of the Forest Lake community since I can remember. I don't know exactly how many years, but I was a wee lad. And I still remember Flyaways being a staple.
Are we really going to pass? Oh, we really going to pass over how sweet that truck is?
No, that I was thinking that, but I didn't. Yeah. I'm more impressed with the handstands. Like, how far can you walk a handstand? Who can walk a handstand the
Who can
further?
do the best
Let's go. Let's see
handstand?
it.
Let's see
No,
it.
raise your hand. Raise your feet. Raise your feet, not your hand. Let's go. Let's see.
Look what you did.
Let's go. How far can you walk? Like, she gone. That's impressive.
Unbelievable.
Raina just said that's typically what you see at the end of the night.
Can one of them do it the whole parade? I bet there is one that could.
Raina,
The parents
touche.
are like, no,
Nice job.
please.
Wow. Look, that's incredible. The American Dairy Association, thank you. Community partner, Washington County American Dairy Association. The Dairy Association Princess Floats participating in the parade for the 19th year. Their local dairy farmers' daughters are princesses representing Washington County. The cheese curds are courtesy of the Ellsworth Cooperative Creamery and handed out by the local dairy families. Ellsworth Creamery, oh my gosh.
This is
Let's not
making
even get
my
me
day
started.
right now.
This is as good as it gets. My wife over there is dying for cheese curds. I know she is. loves cheese curds. Josephine Miron, Joy Miron, Margot Miron, the Little Miss Dairy Princesses. I can't see the other side to you girls, and I'm sorry. But thank you for your support, 19 years.
Rosenthal got one over there. I saw it. You got you got the curds. Senior got one. Love it.
Yep. My wife, I think, maybe just got a pack of cheese curds. Well, she's got at least one. Her hands are full.
So, okay, think about this. Every year, it's like last year it was pouring, and they bring the cheese curds over, and they're all wet and socked. I'm actually enjoying them this year.
I was going to say, you don't get the snap when they're wet, man. You got to get the snap. You
know
know they're good.
No,
I'm out. Dude, listen, I live in Wisconsin now, and I don't do cheese. I hate to say it out loud. St. Paul Clown Club. Okay, who loves clowns? Come on. Everybody's got to give it up. You don't have a parade or a celebration without clowns. Talk to me about the St. Paul Clown Club, Jimmy.
St. Paul Clown Club was formed in 1946 and is the oldest operating clown club in the U.S. This year they're celebrating 78 years, bringing smiles and laughter to people, parades, and events throughout Minnesota.
All right, now.
Isn't it interesting that I live in St. Paul and that's where this clown club was founded?
Dude, we go. I did it 1 year. Listen, I did it 1 year and I almost died.
We've both done it and we're never doing it ever again.
Steve, you in?
Never again.
Hang on.
Raina,
go. Raina, go. Raina's in.
Oh, we got out of that.
Raina, you're in.
Raina,
go.
get in there.
All right, so hang on. This is the bouncing team. Jimmy's done it. I've done it. We've had multiple people do it. The St. Paul bouncing team holds the long-standing tradition of performing the blanket toss, which is believed to predate written history. Native Americans employed the toss as elevating one of their clan to a higher vantage point. So hang on. Before Raina goes, we've got to say 1, 2, up she goes. So everybody together, ready? 1, 2, up she goes. Yeah. All hail the mounts. All hail the mounts. Raina, fine job. Never thought I'd see that. Raina, never thought I'd see that.
Okay, I did. We have both done that 1 year. I got suckered into it 1 year. Never again.
I might do it again, but I'll tell you what, it was higher than I anticipated.
It was way higher.
How about Justin Taylor Companies? Locally owned family business providing a wide range of services. Their expertise encompasses residential, commercial excavation, driveway installation, restoration, site grading, trucking, material sales, commercial property maintenance. Wow, contact them by phone or email. They do it all, Jimmy.
Hey, they even got a pup. Look at the pup.
Oh, how cute is that dog?
That makes the float right there.
With a black lab puppy. If you're not seeing that, you better get closer. That thing is cute. Wait. Toledo Fire and Rescue.
Wait a minute.
Toledo Fire and Rescue. You know why it's Toledo?
Why?
Because it's Rosenbauer. Do you know Rosenbauer, Jimmy?
There we go. Wyoming.
More than 150 years, Rosenbauer, which is right down the road, they have a plant in Wyoming, has been building fire trucks for fire and rescue communities around the world. So they're one of the leading manufacturers of custom fire apparatus and solutions.
We've seen some of their rigs throughout the parade already.
Lulu, come over here. Talk to me about Rosenbauer. So this is Lulu. Actually, it's Leanne, but her nickname's Lulu. Lulu's a trainer for Rosenbauer. So talk to me about what you love about Rosenbauer, Lulu.
What I love about Rosenbauer is we are a worldwide company and we build quality fire trucks. And whenever I deliver a truck, the staff and the crew is always really happy to get it.
I love it. So Lulu is what I would call a badass woman. Lulu's ex-military. Lulu will beat you up or she'll fix you up.
Or she'll make you a fire truck.
Or she'll make you a fire truck. She uses duct tape and paper clips. Yeah, she can build things. She's pretty amazing.
I am always fascinated by worldwide company right in Wyoming, Minnesota.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? When you go to another state, East Coast, West Coast, doesn't matter, another country for that matter, and you go, hey, look at that fire truck. It very well may have been built right down the street in Wyoming, Minnesota by Rosenbauer.
I hope it was.
Pretty incredible what we've got here. Back to what we talked about earlier with just kind of the level of genius and the people that you have in the community that you don't even realize are there and what they do.
Here comes the Chisago Lakes Marching Band. Be sure to stop in the Legion after the parade to listen to the marching band. They're going to have a special performance in there. And if you haven't heard it in there, you can't miss it. It's different in there. Sounds different
I've got
in there.
my last kid, Jimmy. He's going to be a senior next year. All 5 of my kids have graduated from Chisago Lakes. My last one will graduate next year. But they are always in the parade, and they always support the 4th of July here in Forest Lake.
Let's give them a listen.
If you don't have a marching band, I feel like you don't have a 4th of July celebration, and we're lucky to have a few. Again, Forest Lake, Chisago Lakes, they're staples in this parade and in this celebration every year. Thank you for everything you do.
Nothing says summer like those orange igloo jugs.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking there's like
I want to dump one on your
lemonade.
head.
I'm thinking there's like lemonade in there or
I'm
something.
going to dump one on your head when we're done.
Yeah, up at like Belts Park after I
Ooh,
like.
are we going to Belts to
Let's
ball
do
up?
it after I go like 10-0 you.
We're going to go ball up after?
Yeah.
Dude, you have no swag. You won't score a point.
Here's the thing. That's what Lakes Access TV should do. It's like a documentary on Belts Park.
I agree. Listen, Belts Park legend.
Paul,
They
you
do a
listening?
documentary.
Yes.
Paul, we played ball there for 30 years, 6 o'clock Sunday night. I think they still do it.
Actually, you know what we should do? And I've said this for years. Pete and I had talked about this. We should raise money
I know,
to
to redo it.
redo Belts
We
Park.
talked about that a long time ago.
Let's
You could
do-
do 2 courts, lights, everything.
Let's
That'd be
do,
awesome.
and then we'll do the documentary, and the documentary can be about all the kids that have played ball up there for all these years and how we
I
redid
agree,
the-
and where they are now.
Well, we have to do that now because we just mentioned it.
So we've got Jen Schultz for Congress. Jen Schultz for Congress campaign team. Jen believes that when we invest in people, we all do better. So yeah, I really do. I think
Okay,
Belts
well-
Park documentary.
Hey, we're on video and audio saying this right now, so
Yep.
now we have to do it.
I agree. I
Okay,
think.
so let's think about how we do this.
Do we put it together? This is what you do for a living.
I know. We can put it together, and then we can find,
Paul's in. He already gave us a thumbs up.
Yep.
So Lakes Area TV's in.
on the
And I'm
documentary.
dead serious. Let's start
Let's
a
do
doc. Like my dad, him and his, I'm going to say old guys because he's 75 years old now. Him and his old guys, they started playing ball at Belts probably 30 years ago, maybe
So-
40 years ago. I was young. I was 5, 6 years old. I'm 47. So I was 5, 6 years old when I was going up there with them. And then we played, generationally speaking.
We've had kids that have gone on to play D1 ball from
A lot
that
of 'em.
court.
A lot of 'em.
So here's the other part about the court. Every year when they do the resurface or whatever, it
the hoops
builds
get
a-
lower.
One of these years, I'm going to be able to dunk
No,
up there.
no, you won't.
No, I yes.
30 years from now, when it's 7 feet, maybe.
Okay, here comes Muddy Paws Play and Stay. That sounds like fun. Muddy Paws Play and Stay is owned and operated by a local resident and a Forest Lake graduate, Olivia Lepto. Muddy Paws offers a range of services including daycare, boarding, and basic grooming. Your dog will enjoy a free-range play throughout the day. I might send you up there, Maddie. Board it on its own suite and stay overnight. The dog gets assessed and will be placed in play areas to match your personality. 15-person staff
Wow.
offers arts and crafts for the dogs.
Arts and craft. I have
Santa
2 dogs.
visits.
2 little dogs. One's
Full-time and
yips.
fun.
Ugh.
They're located west side of 35 and 97. I think they're over by the casino over there.
They are,
Yep.
yeah. They do a fantastic job. Well, we've got Veritas Academy. Veritas Academy is a private school in North Branch. Equips students to lead with clarity and virtue through a classical Christian education. God bless you guys for that. If you want to know more about Veritas, you can call 651-462-3894. Veritas Academy right in North Branch.
pre-K through 12.
Train up
too.
a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's Proverbs. I can say after raising 5 kids, that actually is true.
River City Rhythm from Anoka. The River City Rhythm is back to be excited on the streets and bringing up their unique ability to entertain the crowds in the summer. RiverCityRhythm.org.
They've won numerous awards. They're here every year. Drumline, let's go. Gregory Contracting. Gregory Contracting is a general contractor. They do a wide range of projects, remodeling, storm damage, solar, which I didn't know, custom home building. They actually just built a beautiful brand new facility right down Highway 8. They have a showroom. Stop in. Check out the new showroom. Locally owned, locally employed workers. They've been in the Forest Lake area for 23 years. Gregory Contracting. Check them out. If you've got remodeling needs, again, home building and solar. I didn't even know they did solar, so give them a call. And they've got sweet Frisbees.
I'm officially entered my second bag of cheese
Wow.
curds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just commented on how wide you can get in metal. And that's from Lifton.
Wide in a
You're-
good way, not wide.
Don't change it, buddy. Don't change it.
I just love it's not raining. And it's
No.
not like
And
hot
it's
as-
cool.
It's perfect.
It's cool. I almost wore a sweatcedo today because I thought it was going to be cool enough.
what?
A full-blown velour sweatcedo, but I decided I might be a little warm.
Did you get it out of your dad's
No, dude,
closet
they're
or what?
expensive. You order them online and you can have them like monogrammed and stuff. I'm going to get you one that says Meadow.
That'd be cool.
Not Jimmy K, not King of the Rubes. It's going to say your original nickname, Meadowlark Lemon.
Get the chains popping with
So
it.
for those of you that don't know, that haven't been here years past, why I call Meadow Meadow, because every time we played basketball together, which used to be often before we were old, he'd show up in more swag. Headbands, sweatbands, jewelry, like you can't even play in it. He weighed another 30 pounds just because all the sweatbands he wore.
Was
He
that
looked
my
like,
issue?
yeah, you look like Meadowlark Lemon from the Globetrotters, hence your nickname Meadow.
And I texted you and your dad and your brother earlier this winter. I had found a Meadowlark Lemon jersey.
And you bought it.
I did.
Tim Gary's another staple of our community. Coldwell Banker Realty, serving the Forest Lake and surrounding area for over 40 years. Commercial, residential, vacant land farms. Give Tim a call. He's a great guy. Dan Hyder. Always good to see Dan.
They're not shy with the
Margie's
candy in there
driving.
either.
I trust Margie to drive. She's the only one that I trust to drive that car. Kathy, I trust Kathy too, but not Tim or Dan. But yeah, dude, you had more swag than any human being on the planet.
What can I say?
I know. I think you would have been even better at basketball had you been dialed back and lighter.
I ever told you the story about when I got cut my senior year?
No,
It's
but we're going to talk about it next
yeah.
break in the parade because I got to know.
I actually can't tell it, but Twin Cities Metro Pipe Band. The Twin Cities Metro Pipe Band is dedicated to teaching traditional Scottish bagpipe drum music and Scottish history and culture. The Twin Cities Pipe Band offers bagpipe drum lessons, can be contacted via their website. I'm guessing you just hop in the Google.
Yep,
You
check
know?
them out. Next up, we have Jake Ross for Minnesota House. Jake Ross for State Representative, District 33A. Includes Forest Lake, Hugo, Grant, Delwood, Willerny, and Montemedi. Remember to vote on November 5th.
They got candy, it looks like.
How about Express Employment? Carl and Luke that own our local Express Employment. Great people, their staff, Missy, everybody. You can't get Skylar, you can't get better people. Express
Okay.
Employment Professional has been serving our local community since 2013, partnering with local businesses to help fill key roles within the community. If you're a job seeker, if you're living in your parents' basement, get out of it. Call Express,
Here's
get out of the
question.
basement.
If he was jobless, could you find this guy a job? I don't know if he's employable.
I might not be. Missy, am I employable? Oh, see, absolutely.
Wow.
If I'm employable, everybody here's got a
Everybody
shot.
here could get a job.
Everybody here's got a
If
shot.
Maddie can get a job, everybody could.
That should be hope for everyone here.
We got Maury's Chevrolet Force Lake. Thank you to the community partner, Maury's. Maury's moving life forward. Go get yourself a Chevy. Go get yourself a
Dinosaur. They always throw in cool vehicles, though. Brand new. That's a 2500 with the 6.6.
Holy criminy.
That's a nice unit.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Anytime. Check out the screen, too, on the new. I hate to say it because, listen, I'm going to say this out loud.
Okay.
I'm a Ford guy. I drive nothing but Fords. However, the screen inside
You're
that
getting
Chevy is
booed.
fantastic. I'm sure I'll get booed. I know. I get it. Next up, we've got Maranatha, Pastor Mike. Maranatha is proud to be part of the community for 43 years. They participated in the 4th of July celebration each of those 43 years. They love being part of it. The marching unit commemorates the freedom we have in America, beginning with the iconic fife and drum of the Revolutionary War that won our freedom, then following with representatives of all the soldiers that have fought and are still fighting to preserve our freedom.
Beautiful.
Really, truly, this needs to be done in every parade.
Absolutely.
I'm not kidding. That's fantastic. That's a shout out. That's a shout out to our heritage and what we've been through as a country.
The reason why we have a parade.
Hey, listen, I heard a great joke today. Rich, wherever Rich is, he's sitting here somewhere. He said, even if it's raining, even if it's cold, even if the weather's bad, think about it. Everybody in England right now is working today.
Take that, England.
Take that, England. You're all working today, and we're not.
Lakes International Language Academy, award-winning preschool through grade 12 charter school located right here in Forest Lake. Leela, that sounds like your brother and Jamie Thome. Leela Lou.
So listen to this, Jimmy. They were just ranked as the 10th best high school in Minnesota.
Woo! Give it up.
Wow, Leela.
Give it
Mike
up.
and Ike's,
They're handing out
how did
candy.
you know that's my favorite thing on the planet?
Discover the difference. Visit myleela, MYLILA.org to learn more and sign up for a tour.
So they teach all different languages. I know it's Spanish, it's Chinese, and it's language immersion, so you're forced to speak it, which I love.
I'm barely covering English at this point.
So we have another big part of our community. The VFW, Post 4210, works alongside the Legion to put this event on every single year. Thanks to the community partner, VFW 4210, they were established in 1945. There's several volunteers, post and auxiliary members on this float. You think about what the VFW does for our community alongside the Legion, and we're lucky to have both. So when we have two of these entities in our community, this is what you get. You get a place for veterans to go. You get a place for veterans' families to go. You get help for veterans and help for their families. And then you get celebrations that celebrate what we are.
And they got the right color tractor, too.
Oh, you like that, Jimmy, don't you?
We're an IH family.
All right, all right. How about Cambridge Isani High School Marching Band? Happy to be here representing the communities on this 4th of July parade. The band will be performing in Isani and Lindstrom in the days ahead. The Marching Blue Jackets wish everyone a happy and safe Independence Day.
Let's turn it up, Cambridge. Here we go. Brandon should sing. tubas. Let's give it up for the Cambridge Ithani Marching Band.
The more marching bands, the better. I wish we had 20 of them in the parade. I really do.
Let's do a parade of all marching bands.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Let's do another parade other than the 4th.
So we've got our VFW Minnesota Department Commander, Auxiliary President, our 7th District Commander, 7th District Auxiliary President, the Post Commander, and the Post Auxiliary President, all on this sweet float. Another group of volunteers that help make the community better, make this day happen, and provide, again, a place for our veterans and their families to go and support.
Okay, here comes the Wild River Riders Saddle Club. The Wild River Riders and Northwest Saddle Club proudly represent horses and families. We also have some royalty present. Saddle Club Queen Rebecca Stenland, our WSCA's Miss Horseman Natalie Stefferson, and WSAM's Congeniality Courtney Besh.
Fellow Property Management, an affordable housing property management company. They've received an award the past 3 years for the top 25 property management companies in Minnesota. They work with family housing as well as brand new and affordable senior housing.
And we just got a band just shredding.
It's Shades of Dissonance, man. They're here every year,
Think it
Jimmy.
isn't?
You think it ain't? Your friendly neighborhood rock band, straight from the heart of Forest Lake.
I think SOD might be my favorite part of the parade. so far.
SOD, baby. Shades of Dissonance. They're active on social media. They have 2 EPs that actually can be found on most streaming services. 2 music videos available on YouTube. If you're a fan of music, they're fans of you.
If people aren't calling them SOD by now, did I just create that?
I think you did, and you're going to own it, too. Look at this fire truck. It's a
Sweet.
1971 classic fire truck. With Captain America, by the way, in case you didn't know.
Chris Perry.
Pretty sure that's the real Captain America, too. For all of you guys that are wondering, that's him.
All right, straighten up. Here comes the U.S. Army Recruiting Office of Roseville.
What?
The team in Roseville Recruiting Station would love to get you in the driver's seat. Contact them today, and guess what, Maddie?
What's that, buddy?
Be all that you can be.
I love it. I love it. God bless them. Thanks for everything you do for our country and our community. The Good Samaritan Club of Forest Lake. They promote random acts of kindness throughout our community, the state, and the world. They're involved in service projects, yard cleanups, snow removals, car repairs, donations. They support families recovering from house fires and other catastrophic events. If you commit a random act of kindness, that person pays it forward 3 times in
Looks
18
like
days.
They might go and mow some lawns, too, I'm thinking.
I mean,
Well.
they literally a little bit of everything. The citywide cleanups, I mean, you
Love
name it.
Love it.
It feels good to do good.
Need more organizations like that.
Agreed.
Just finished off my 2nd bag of cheese curds.
All right, so hang on. Tell me about getting cut your senior year.
I can't
Did
tell
you
the- I can't
show
tell
up
the
with
story.
swag? Did you show up to tryouts with headbands on and stuff?
I can't tell the story because Gunderson might be up there.
What's wrong with that? You got cut. I mean, that's it.
I got cut 3 years in a row.
Good job, buddy. Way to persevere.
But before I got cut, Gunderson called everybody over and he goes, all right, he goes, everybody tried hard. He goes, I just want to point out, Jimmy's tried out 3 years in a row. And for the first time ever, we've had somebody not make the team 3 years in a row.
Nice work, buddy. Add that to your list of
it's a great resume.
leather jacket accomplishments. So we've got Walmart, huge community partner. So every year Walmart, on top of being in the parade and being part of our community in general, they actually donate a whole pallet of water for all the volunteers and the
Thank
people
you.
that support this parade and this celebration. Thank you, Walmart, for everything you do for our local community, the donations and the money you give. We appreciate it. Without a doubt. Thank you. We'd love to see you guys here every year.
That looks like a delivery truck there. That's a Walmart online delivery truck, I think.
The W Plus.
I'm a Walmart guy.
Look it to your door. They can put it in your garage. I don't know. I don't want to come downstairs. Maybe just get out of bed and there's a Walmart person stocking stuff in my fridge, man.
I should have just had him deliver my TV in the garage where it's hanging instead of me picking it up.
Smart idea. How about the St. Francis Marching Band? Good 30 minutes away they travel to come here. The St. Francis Saints Marching Band. They're an award-winning band from St. Francis High School. They perform at numerous parades around the region, and they're excited to share with you their 2024 show featuring music from hip-hop artist Nicki Minaj. I want to hear some Nicki Minaj.
I like the t-shirts, I'm with the band.
Yeah, I do too. I like when you add your flair into those things. Metal.
If I offered you $100, could you name that song? That's how out of touch we
I'm
are.
almost 50 years
That's
old.
I'm like, is that Pearl Jam? Is that
Don't
Alice
you-
in Chains?
don't
I
you-
got no
don't
idea.
you put me in that box.
I
No,
offered
don't you
100.
put me in that box. I can't even hear, let alone name the
I'm
song.
right there with you. That's what I love about this. We're loud as can be with this thing, so both of us can actually
Yeah,
hear.
so that's a fact. David's Hydrovac, what is it?
David Hydrovac has been the industry's best equipment operated by the industry's most highest skilled experts, offering the safest and most efficient services available.
They're in it every year.
What would be a situation where you know what? Let's get somebody over here. We got to ask them. What would you need a David's Hydrovac for?
Look at this thing coming. Wow. You checking the rims out?
Oh, it's.
Look at the spikes on the rims, man.
We should ask Beard Guy here why you would need a David's Hydrovac.
I agree, but he's got his hands full.
He can hop out quick. Come here,
Give us
I've got
half a
question
second.
for you.
Talk to me about David's Hydrovac. What do you guys do exactly?
It's a hydro excavation, so we use pressurized water and a vacuum system to locate utilities underground without digging and wrecking gas lines, power lines. It's a safe way to dig.
Awesome. Love it. Thanks, guys. Have a great 4th.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your support every year.
You know, okay, so thinking for next year, we need a person on the ground with a wireless mic.
I agree.
And then when somebody comes by, then hey, let's throw it down to Joey Lasuda.
We tried that one year.
Yeah,
and
Joey
it
doesn't
did
show
work.
up though.
Yeah,
You know?
well, I don't. You said his last name, so that's pretty much tells you. Is that my brother?
First Student Bus Company is located in White Bear Lake. They are hiring drivers currently. Maddie, look at the price. $25 an hour plus a bonus. There's an asterisk in
Wow.
there. Conditions apply. Text BUS to 52345.
$25 an hour
$25 an hour.
to go hang with some kids. That's a good gig.
I mean, I might need a little bit more to hang with some kids.
My
but,
first job, man, was $3.25.
let's see. My first job was $6.50 an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you were making big money at $6.50.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I was
double me.
rolling.
But you're a lot smarter than me, so
Didn't
that
have a
makes sense.
car, riding the old bike.
Oh yeah.
Heading up to Arby's because my dad built
Well,
a
that's
business.
why, because your
Built a
dad paid
business,
you
so I had a
$6.50.
job.
Otherwise, you'd be making $1.50.
I think that was minimum.
Forest Lake Hockey Association. They're here to promote athletic performance in hockey and teach life lessons to the youth of Forest Lake. It's a fun, safe environment. Hockey is the coolest sport in town, which Is hockey during basketball season? Guys, help me out. Wait, so it's during basketball season, you said. I just want to make sure I'm thinking right.
I was just hanging out with Aaron Forsythe last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
He's a product of this right here.
There's a lot of them. I mean, and registration, as usual with hockey, I got to give them credit. Registration is currently open. It's open all year because I'm pretty sure hockey lasts all year, doesn't it?
It does now.
Isn't hockey season all year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, it lasted when there was ice on the lake.
Yeah, now it's all year. So go to www.flhockey.org or come visit them at the rink. They hope to see you out on the ice. Go Rangers.
Did
Forest
Forest
Lake
Lake just get a juniors team too?
I don't know.
I think I saw that we're getting a juniors team. They're saying yes.
Jimmy and Gene, every year I get to see them. I'm blessed to see these two. St. Peter's Catholic School. It's a preschool through 8th grade Catholic school in Forest Lake, and they've been serving the community for over 60 years. Jimmy Moorhead, how long have you lived in the community? Your whole life, which is what? How many years? It's at least 55. Maybe more. No, it's not the same as me because you babysat me when I was a kid, so it's much more than me. But they've been serving the community for 60 years. That's incredible. St. Peter's Catholic School, again, K through 8th grade.
Where's Paula Cameron at? That's looking around. I don't see her on the float. I guess I'll swing by the Cameron house after this.
Just go make sure everybody's okay.
Well, they're all going to be playing bocce ball in the backyard.
So here's something else that's really cool. As the parade goes by, and as I see people in the parade for certain businesses or certain institutions, like I just mentioned with Jim Moorhead, his whole family, his brothers, Bob, his dad, Karen, his mom. Karen's very active in the Forest Lake community. But how many people have lived here either their whole lives or a good majority of their lives, and they're either in the parade, they come back for the parade.
Yeah.
Becca, I think she mentioned that earlier. Her favorite part of being here is seeing all the people that she grew up with and all of the people that have been part of this community.
And now their kids, too.
And their kids.
You know?
It's incredible. And they're involved. They're back. They're re-involved. Jim, as an example, he's the principal, at St. Peter's Catholic School. And you look around, it's like good people everywhere, part of the community. They don't leave. That says something about where we live and who the people are that live here.
Good way of life up here in Forest Lake. Raise a family, have a business.
You remember growing up, you're on the lake as many days as possible. You're in town, you're biking around, you know everybody. It still is a small community, even though there's a lot of people, but man, what a cool place to grow up. How lucky were we?
I think back, and I tell people, I would not have wanted to grow up anywhere else. Because, and when we grew up, that was, a few years ago, but it was such a small town where we could ride our bikes everywhere.
Yep. Safe.
Parents didn't have to worry about us, and I think it's still that way, too.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. The North Lakes Academy Band is your choice for kindergarten through 12th grade education in Forest Lake. Students attend tuition-free and begin band as early as 5th grade. Band students receive individual and full band lessons. North Lakes Academy. So, again, I want to reiterate, it's tuition-free. North Lakes Academy is tuition-free. Yep. They've got a whole repertoire, it says, of feel-good summer songs that marching band's going to be performing.
Go Huskies.
Around the state of Minnesota. Go Huskies.
Husky is that's like a great mascot.
Yeah, it is. I love Husky. Who doesn't love Huskies? Mini Huskies, regular-sized Huskies.
I want to get a mini one and name it Crunch.
That's a good idea.
That's like a given.
T-Wolf shirt all the time.
Yeah.
Just looking large.
Hey, Crunch.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that a Husky?
I don't know. That dog's got some weird genetics.
How do you get one that's red, white, and blue?
I don't know. It's amazing. It was born on the 4th of July.
Patty Anderson. Here come the Senate District 33 Republicans. Serving the community from Stillwater to Bay Park, Oak Park Heights, Montemita, Hugo, Forest Lake, East Escandia, Marine on St. Croix. Elected representatives are Patty Anderson representing the House and Karen Housley, your state senator. Find out more at sd33mdgop.com. I think my business, well, there's Patty right there. There's Patty. I think my business partner, Max, is actually walking with this group, too.
Max is actually in the group.
Max Reimer is running for a house up in the North Branch area.
Wait.
There's my buddy AK right there, too.
You've got somebody that partnered in business with you?
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
Is he slow?
It? No, he's unbelievable, man.
So let me ask you this. So political year in general, and I'm not talking about side of the aisles. I'm not talking about any of that.
Yeah.
It's actually a little light for politicians this year. Normally when it's a political year in the parade, there are a ton of politicians. So I don't know if that was by design with the parade committee or not, but I think we've had, what, 2, maybe 3?
Yeah, that's enough.
I agree.
Didn't they cut?
They cut them out a few years back
altogether.
Yep. And now...
There's Mark Coran. What's up, Mark? Hey. How we doing, boys? There he is. There's Max Reimer. That's a guy dumb enough to start a business with me right there.
With a big shout out from his boy, Meadow.
Royce White.
Jimmy K. Royce White.
The congressman.
Royce White for Senate, but Royce White also arguably one of the greatest basketball players ever to come out of Minnesota.
You got the USS Constitution. Walked in a parade with these guys up in North Branch a couple of weekends ago. Not much throwing with the Rice Krispie treats. Let's get a little bit more liberal with the treats there.
Is that a llama? That's a llama.
That's a llama.
It's not an alpaca. All of my kids look like an alpaca with their haircuts nowadays. That's a llama, though.
Drama,
that's different.
No problema. Okay.
No problema.
There we go. Jessica.
I see it. Sick of the drama, no problema. I mean, that's catchy. And the fact that you actually have real live llamas. Paco and Pancho.
That's probably why I'm not in politics anymore, because I couldn't come up with ideas like that.
Yeah, that's genius.
You know, that's...
Yeah. Who doesn't like a good llama? So I did not know that there was a Raptor Bronco. And I'm a Ford guy. I mentioned earlier. Sorry. But I did not know that there was a Raptor Bronco.
Okay, here's the thing. I got the Jeep already. You get one of the... Can you take the doors off this one?
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay, you can take the doors and the top.
Declothe the Bronco.
So you got a push-button top like I got on the Jeep, though?
No.
Oh, you got to get one of those.
I've got a convertible already that happens to be a Mustang.
Oh, you need one of those. Look at the wheels.
I need a Bronco next.
And that's a Raptor, too. That thing would absolutely rip.
Yeah, see, that's my jam, Jimmy. I mean, the Chevys are nice. I'm not going to, like, completely count them out.
That's probably a $100,000 vehicle. Not even.
That's kind of, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I'd be all right with that. It looks like.
Oh, yeah.
So Forest Lake Ford is opening soon. It's Forest Lake's brand new state-of-the-art Ford dealership. State-of-the-art.
Are they moving?
Can they fix my old Terminator Cobra? Can I bring it there for them to fix it? Is
okay,
the
let's talk to one of them and we'll figure out where they're moving to.
I think T-shirt guy, we got to get him over here. I need a Ford T-shirt. I definitely need a Ford guy right here. T-shirt. I'm a Ford guy. I need that hat 100%.
Oh.
So hang on, don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Where's the new dealership?
We're located at 508 15th Avenue Southwest.
And what's new about the new dealership? What's going to be? What's the look like?
We opened July 8th, ready to go. Grand opening will be late September.
And if I want to send Maddie to get in one of those Raptors, you got one for him? Plenty.
There's no shortage of Raptors. All right, okay, that's good to know. Followed by a Chevy. Ford has to be followed by the Chevy. Camp, is this Camp K9, Jimmy? All
Camp
breeds
Canine.
of dogs and cats. Go ahead.
Camp Canine boards all breeds of dogs and cats. Take a vacation without worrying. Animal care. We also offer doggy daycare where they can play and meet their friends. Their dogs can make friends.
I feel like we need something like that because you and I only see each other once a year.
I know, we need a daycare.
Yeah,
We got
for
two
sure.
hats.
I know. It's your hat.
I
That's
might
yours. This is
embroider
mine.
Lee Kemp on the top of this.
Oh, I remember Lee. You can't wear that in your Jeep. You get
No,
beat up or chastised.
You know what my dad would say?
What's that?
Found on road dead.
Of course he would. Typical.
He made a living off of Fords, he said.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mine seemed to always run fine. The Chisago Lakes Ambassadors, visiting from America's Little Sweden. Please, say it, Jimmy. What does it say?
Let's have me yell it.
Welcoming the
Welcome.
Chisago Lakes Ambassadors and candidates. Join them in the coronation on July 11th at 6 p.m. at the Lions Park. That's going to be during Carl Oscar Day celebration. Sam Johnson. Who is it? Lana Glenna. Tori Newman. And I can't see Maggie's last name because I'm old and I can't see that far.
We can't see.
Good
we
luck,
can't
ladies.
hear. We're in our early 40s.
We can't talk now because
Our
it's the
pets'
it's
heads
the
are falling
Zura.
off.
It's the Zura Steel Drum Band, man.
One of the best. This is the thing I wish I could play right here. Steel drum.
Jimmy, do you think they know the beginning
Of the Jane's Addiction.
and do it on a steel drum?
Oh.
34th parade season, the Zura Steel Drum Bands performed around the state of Minnesota and the upper Midwest to the enjoyment of everyone that hears their Caribbean sound, or Caribbean, depending on how you say it. Visit beashrinernow.com or find the Zura Steel Band on Facebook.
North Star Limo LLC. Is that Burt Reynolds? I can't see real well in there.
If he's chewing gum, it's Burt Reynolds.
North Star Limo available for all your events, including weddings, graduation, bachelor and bachelorette parties. Rides the casino like a star. To book, call them at 763-301-9376.
I feel like next year we need to show up right on time and pull up in a limo. And come
Hey,
out of
North
the
Star Limo, could you bring us up?
We need to roll out large. So Forest Lake High School Booster Football, featuring high school and youth athletes. The philosophy of the Forest Lake High School football program is centered around providing a positive high school experience for all athletes.
All right, wide receivers, raise your hands. Linemen, where are the linemen at?
Why are the linemen's hands higher than the wide receiver's hands? They
Where's
should
the
be way
QB?
up.
Seven,
Should
is
be way
that
up.
you? Yeah, what up, Seven? Do we have a kicker? Who's the kicker? Okay, here's the thing. 99, we didn't go to state because we missed a kick, so focus on the kicker.
Wow.
What
wow.
about
You gonna
defense?
call
Where's
it
the
out?
D? Defense!
I'm checking out the C10 they're rolling into. That thing is
Our
sweet.
jerseys are sweet, by the way. Dude,
Forest Lake Football, the Booster Club thanks you for your support, and we thank the Booster Club for supporting us and the 4th of July celebration.
I love how the camera probably can't see this, but so we get a description of all the floats that come in, okay?
Just sometimes accurate and sometimes not.
So Forest Lake football, don't even need a description. It kind of goes without saying. They literally have the longest description in the whole thing.
Ever in the history of the world.
Like,
What is that? Like Leroy's Collision. Let's go there next. Listen, this is easy. Located in Wyoming, Minnesota, they're here to help you with all your auto body needs. They specialize in insurance work and getting your vehicle back pre-accident. That's
that
easy.
that is all you need to have for a
Perfect
memo.
description. I mean,
We have 4 paragraphs from Forest Lake football.
I don't even know.
Win a couple games and get back to me.
They have
That's
like
all I
4
need.
mottos.
PJ Fleck coach that team?
I
now?
mean, he might-
Okay, here's the thing. Can Leroy's fix that car?
that's a good question.
Oh,
I mean,
they're nodding yes.
ultimately, you probably could.
So that's a great example of the work they do.
How about Appliance Solutions? This one's near and dear to my heart. Is that Tim driving right now? Tim Thomas, turn to Appliance Solutions. Hi, Tim. For all your appliance needs, they're located in Ham Lake. They're from Forest Lake. Becky, how are you? Good. They're from Forest Lake, but they're located in Ham Lake, but they do service, repairs. They sell used and new appliances.
Okay.
They'll take your unwanted appliances. Knowledgeable, fast, friendly service.
Okay, question. Do you have
Yes.
water heaters? Oh, they don't have water heater. Mine just went out like 2 days
You
ago.
did it, really?
Oh, yeah. Woke up with water everywhere in the basement.
That's not good.
No.
Cold showers.
The cold doesn't even work because I got one where it like turns. So I'm showering at the White Bear Lifetime.
That's because you're fancy.
But so tomorrow, Colin Benjamin gonna swing over. We're gonna install it. We're gonna
Well,
do
you
it
can do it
ourselves.
yourself?
Yeah. Look at me.
Did you let her in that?
When you look at me, do you not see guy that can install water?
I see
heaters?
guy that literally can't install anything, that can't turn a screwdriver.
Guy
But
that
I'm
can
proud of you.
watch his handy buddy install
You're good at that.
and then buy him breakfast.
and I was going to say,
afterwards.
pay for something.
Yes,
You're that guy.
yes,
100%.
that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
All right, good for you. At least you know your role.
But man, water heater going out. Oof.
We have the Hmong College Prep Academy Marching Warriors. They were founded in 2004 with a mission to provide the best integrated, challenging, and well-rounded educational experience to K through 12 students.
Let's take a listen.
So, the HCPA Marching Warriors is made up of students in grades 6 through 12, from first-year band students to recently graduated seniors, which is really cool. Over half of the ensemble being new to the work of marching. The Warriors are thrilled to be stepping into their 4th year of parade marching and are looking forward to many years down the road. This is a 1939 John Deere Model A. Listen to that thing. It sounds like my wife when she sleeps. Just kidding. Babe, just kidding. Look at her looking at me, too. Honey,
You're going to need those karate classes now.
I'm going to be going home directly after this by myself.
We'll take one. What the heck?
Yeah, we're not afraid of freezies. Good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, he needs one too.
Thank you.
We got beads. How do we get beads, Joey? Or Joey, Maddie.
Wow, did you just
that's-
call me my brother?
That's the biggest insult ever.
I'm so disappointed in you right now.
We were just talking about it.
I know. How about the Forest Lake Athletic Association? This has benefited us, you and I personally, in the past.
The only team I could make, Forest Lake
The Athletic Association, or FLA, as they're also known. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting and participating in the positive development of youth in the North Metro. Their sports programs planned, promoted, directed by unpaid volunteers who together strengthen our community. That is a fact. Thank you, FLA, for everything you do for our kids and our local community. We appreciate it. What do we got in the lacrosse? I would have played lacrosse had that been a thing when I was young, because that's basically hockey and basketball rolled into one, and then you get to check people.
You know what? They found no flaws in my basketball game. They found no flaws in
You
it.
don't have kids, but with bad jokes like that, you should. That's terrible.
Look at
Terrible.
this USA.
What, Twin Cities Powerboat Association?
Oh, he's on the USA drinking team.
Why wouldn't he be? I'm guessing he doesn't drink and roll in that thing, because
No,
I've
no,
seen
no,
those
no.
things. They're absolutely incredible. The boat races, they're scheduled to race on July 20th and 21st at noon. That's right here in Forest Lake. If you haven't been there to see these things, it's incredible. I encourage you to get down there and check them out. We've got to wait.
All right, Maskers Theater Company, which I am a veteran of. Okay.
Oh, Jimmy, look at the crowd go
5
crazy.
plays, yeah.
Metal.
Maskers Theater Company been providing the people of Forest Lake and surrounding community with first-rate theatrical entertainment, especially when I was up there. This summer, they invite you to their production of Into the Woods. The school run July 12th through the 21st at the high school. MaskersTheater.com.
How about our community partner here, JBL Builders, your local general contractor that specializes in decks, fences, remodeling,
Pools, look at the pool.
kiddie pools with a deck built around it. That's money. Supporting Forest Lake and our community. They do a lot of work here. They're always looking to help the Forest Lake and surrounding communities grow and get better. JBL Contractors. Forest Lake School District candidates, the Ranger Team, Forest Lake Area School Board candidates, Julie Corcoran, Gail Thiessen, Rob Raphael, and Jim Smith.
So my diet today has consisted of 4 shots of espresso over ice with a little bit of cream in it.
You did 4 shots of espresso?
I do
No
it
wonder
every
you're
day.
all hopped up.
I do it every day. 2 bags of cheese curds, and now I'm onto an icy.
Hopped up on Mountain Dew, Chip. Look at you. Miss Teen Minnesota, Allie Cable. How about Frankie's? Frankie's Live Bait Marine. They're right in Chisago. They're your #1 Ranger boat dealer, I think maybe in the world. I'm just going to throw that out there. But Frankie's Live Bait and Marine is proud to be featuring the band Kaleidoscope. They may be new to the community, but features a blend of accomplished musicians playing your favorite music from the 60s and 70s.
I gotta get SOD up there.
I need that. Look at that Ranger pontoon.
That thing is something.
That's a tri-tune, I believe, isn't it? I can't tell.
What's on the back?
Man, look at that thing. That's a big dog. You know that thing rolls, too. Roll,
Okay.
Mike Roll, you need a new pontoon. Ranger, sell yours. Chick-fil-A in Maplewood. I love that we have Chick-fil-A here.
I wish they had sandwiches with.
Every Friday, Cornerstone Church on Highway 8, 11 a.m. to 2. So this is, again, a locally owned and operated franchise. So Chick-fil-A is a nationwide franchise, but like Jimmy mentioned, locally owned and operated. They're just off 694 in Maplewood. They're devoted to serving the Maplewood and northern suburb communities. Chick-fil-A known for their fantastic chicken sandwiches. Closed Sundays, they're known for that too. But they're at Cornerstone Church on Highway 8 every Friday from 11 to 2. So here's one for me. I'm going to throw a shout out. So Lakes Area Roofing and Construction, they're actually going to do a little job for me at my shop right down the road from them. So they offer a crane service, which you're looking at, which we're going to need. We have a 15,000-pound pulping machine that we need to get offloaded, and guess who's going to do it? Lake Area Crane Services. Chad's going to do it for us. So they specialize in HVAC, rooftop units, house construction, steel erecting, and much more. Give them a call. Follow them on Facebook, Lakes Area Crane Services, LLC, or their webpage, larccraneservice.com. Again, another local shop that does big work.
KNS Junk Removal. Thank you to community partner KNS. KNS Junk Removal is a veteran-owned and operated full-service junk removal company in Forest Lake. Service the entire metro area. Full-service junk removal and dumpster rentals. They can do the heavy lifting for you. Give them a call for a free estimate, 651-300-793 And here's what I love. They offer 10% off to all veterans and first responders.
And their trailer, clean enough to stand in.
Yeah, that says
There
it
you
right
go,
there.
right there. That's all you need to know.
Got a cool wrap on that thing.
I know all their trucks look really cool.
Look at he's running the hydraulics on the thing. Looking like your car in high school, just bouncing up and down.
Just like my car in high school, Jimmy. It looked like a dumpster.
No,
That's
no,
basically
you know what? No,
accurate.
here's what it looked like.
Look at this, Jimmy, as I eat my freezy. Please welcome from the UK, Stuart, Carrie, and Reese. They're here to meet their new granddaughter. It's their first 4th of July parade. And they said they're not working today. They're not working today.
I love it.
Because they're celebrating America's independence.
Yeah.
God bless them. From the UK, Stuart, Carrie, and Reese, welcome. We love having you here. What's he wearing?
Is that
What's
a
on his
Liv-
hat? What's on his hat?
Well, he's got a
It's
Ford
a
on.
Ford hat.
Okay, is that
the
a
guy from the
Liverpool
UK? If that doesn't say anything, I mean, all you Chevy guys, eat that. The dude from the UK even has a Ford hat. Bang.
They both have Liverpool kits on too. Oh, look at the little guy's got one on too. So who's our favorite Liverpool player? They don't even know.
They're so wrapped up in the American
Yeah.
celebration called the 4th of July, they can't even think about what's back at home.
Before the parade's over, we'll have a Wolves jersey on him.
Oh, 100%. We got to find one, and I'll
Yep.
give it to him if I can find one.
I almost wore one today.
You should.
Let's wear
Do you have one
jerseys
in your?
next year.
We should.
I got a couple antlers.
That's actually a great idea.
Oh yeah.
All
No,
right.
we'll
I'm
wear
in.
jerseys
I'm
next year.
100% in.
You want your name on the back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you one. Another band rolling up. I'm fascinated by this. Remote guitar, okay? Like, that's fascinating.
Yeah, he's
to
got
me.
it on his hip, and it sounds
Yes.
fantastic.
Turn those vocals up.
Is that a real mullet, or is that a wig? Because that's awesome.
It's great.
That's spectacular.
You know what that is? That's bass player hair.
That 100% is bass player here.
Dude's taking it for a walk.
Asset Maintenance and Restoration. Thanks, Asset Maintenance and Restoration. The Twin Cities' favorite multifamily housing maintenance partner, providing services like painting, building maintenance, and turnover service.
That's the most literal, like, bass player. Taking it for a walk while he's out for a walk.
Just getting after it on the bass. Sweet
Okay.
air.
Here's what we've all been waiting for.
Bumpy the Clown. Bumpy for 20 years. Bumpy the Clown has been a staple in local parades and
What up, Bump?
celebrations. Bumpy's been here at Forest Lake every year since I can remember. Bumpy the Clown.
The only thing that would make that better is if you had like a couple little squirrels or something in the back, like in the boat. Thanks, Bump.
Bumpy, that's a great way to end the parade. Officer, or Captain, I should say, Luke
Yeah.
Hanegraaff. Excuse me, I
Straighten up.
apologize. Captain Luke Hanegraaff, in his first year running the Forest Lake parade and celebration, did a great job.
Get on the mic, Luke.
Come on, Luke, what do you got?
Let me hear you. 100th parade.
You don't have to go home, but you got to get up out of here, right?
That's it, baby.
Thanks to everybody that came out. Great turnout. The rain held off. Here's to 100 years and 100 more.
Thanks for everybody for coming out. We'll see you next year.